If there was a redo of the 2020 NBA draft, where would Jaden McDaniels be taken? Obviously, he would go way higher than where he was actually selected, which was 28th. The players that would certainly be taken higher are Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and Tyrese Halliburton. From there, I think there would be a strong case for him to go fourth, with the others vying for that spot being Desmond Bane and Tyrese Maxey. Although some would say he underperformed in his 1 year at the University of Washington, it's kind of hard to believe he slid to 28th in the draft. He's proving to be perhaps the best defender from his draft class. Just by reviewing the data, McDaniels is making a strong case to make an all-defensive team this season. Let's look at some examples of how he has performed against some of the league's best. Here are some defensive numbers according to Second Spectrum tracking data. In the 3 games he and the Timberwolves played against the Dallas Mavericks, he did an unbelievable job against Luka Doncic. Doncic made just 5 of his 17 shots, with McDaniels as the closest defender. In LeBron James's 1 game so far against Minnesota, he made just 3 of his 10 shot attempts with McDaniels as the nearest defender. Unique was that James had a pretty hard time muscling his way to the basket with McDaniels in his path, and McDaniels' 7-foot wingspan was a factor as well. Recently, Sacramento was in Minnesota for 2 straight games, and it seemed like every time McDaniels got matched up against De'Aaron Fox, Fox had a hard time creating space. Fox made just 5 of his 14 shot attempts with McDaniels guarding. Another player that has struggled against McDaniels this season is Damian Lillard. In the 3 Minnesota versus Portland games, Lillard shot just 8 of 22 from the field, with McDaniels defending. As you can see from these clips, his technique, length, and timing are outstanding. An interesting stat, McDaniels has defended more drives than any other player in the league thus far, and opponents have shot 47% on those driving shot attempts per Second Spectrum. That's a pretty low mark for drives. Also, it's quite amazing how infrequently opponents blow past McDaniels off the dribble. Of the 570 times an opponent has looked to drive on McDaniels, only 95 times has a blow-by occurred. That's just 16.7%, which is extraordinarily low. I think it's fair to say that McDaniels is a little more than just a 3-and-D player. He's got a little more creativity offensively than that. As far as his 3-point shooting though, he's a player that shoots it best from the wings rather than from straightaway or from the corners, which is less common. From the wings, he's shooting nearly 41%, while he's at 35% from straightaway and 34% from the corners. While he's probably never going to be a prolific scorer, he does have a little bit of self-creation in his arsenal. Occasionally, he hits you with a step-back jumper. He's got a nice little fade out of the post area as well. He's a good cutter, and he excels in transition. Through 58 games so far this year, McDaniels is averaging 11.4 points, 3.9 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 1.0 blocks, and 0.9 steals, while shooting 51.5% overall from the field and 38.5% from three-point distance. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I will continue to do more player analysis features throughout the season.